Oh, hello. It's me. I'm still here. I'm still alive. I already tried doing this once, but I was very quiet, so I fixed my audio. So hopefully you can hear me a little bit better, because last time it just was basically silence. But anyway, I wanted to just give an update as for like where I've been and how I feel and everything. So essentially, I've had a downward spiral since November. So to backtrack a little bit, October is when I got a gym membership, and I was really well. I was doing well at the time. I was happy with work. Everything was going well. Um, my house life, not so much, but it's not as bad as it would be as we get into things. But regardless, it was okay. I went to the gym a few times. I exercised at home a few times. Um, but the mental strain of being forced to go to church every Sunday was really taking effect into the latter weeks of October, going into November. And November is when I snapped. So right now, I live with my grandmother because I have nowhere else to go. My mom never really took care of me. She just stood in her room, or she just stayed in her room the entire time. And that's how I live now. That's how I got my isolation from my hibernation. I don't feel comfortable around other people or anything of that matter, really, because that's how I lived. I was essentially alone for my entire childhood. So there's that. I don't really know my biological father that much, other than that he has schizophrenia, and he went to prison for it, for being a felon. Outside of that, I don't really know him. I think he's homeless right now. I don't know for sure. Um, so, yeah, I moved in with my grandma about a year ago. Um, and that was what she forced onto me, is going to church. And immediately I didn't like it, because I learned, you know, who I was and what I believed in years before I moved here, and being forced that, just, I didn't appreciate it, and I didn't have a choice, even though I'm an adult. Um, so essentially, just go through an entire year, maybe a year and a half of going to church, listening to the most bogus crap you've ever heard every single week. And then, if you want to tell your opinion out, you get ridiculed, because you're the only person with a completely different mindset than everyone else. So that doesn't help me in trying to fit in either, because I already have a problem with that. So yeah, it was really taking a toll on me. I don't remember exactly like what they were preaching about or whatever. I think I was just getting sick of it, because it's frustrating to just be hearing that blabbering for an hour straight, hour and a half even, really, every week. And then after that you have to go to work too, because I work every single Sunday and every single Saturday. That's Yeah, I'll get to work later. But yeah, it really took a toll on me, and I snapped at her. So what happened basically in the beginning of November is I was isolating myself in my room a lot more, like shutting my door. Like I normally stay in here, but with the door open. I was getting really uncomfortable with her because I don't politics or religion or whatever it was. I can't remember fully. But she just kind of forced into my room, trying to force me into talking to her. And I sprinted down the basement steps, and then I hid in a corner. Mind as well as I had a banana, so I was just in the dark corner eating a banana without a place to throw the peel away, so I had to just hold on to that. So that's another added bonus, I guess. But eventually she came down, and before I saw her go all the way down, I told her, stop right there. If I see you, I will fucking punch you. Or something like that. And I let it all out. I cussed her out to oblivion. I told her my feelings. And the main thing is I came out as gay because I am. I think I've known that for 4 or 5 years, essentially. But I was never really comfortable with, openly telling family. Because why would you be when your family is completely broken and nobody likes you? Or knows you, really. Or treats you with any sort of love or respect. But I don't want to get on that right now. She didn't take it very well, because of course she didn't. She's a full bigoted Christian with no concept of thinking for herself. So she tried persuading me and telling me that I'm wrong and I need to consider my life choices, even though it's been proved that being gay isn't a choice. Everyone should know that by now. But apparently my free will is making me do all these sinful decisions, and I'm doomed to hell because I'm an abomination. So if God is real, then why would he create all these gay people just to send them to hell? Why would he create all these Gentiles just to send them to hell? Well, why? If he's all loving and all knowing, makes no sense, right? I don't want to get on that tangent. So yeah, because that's what I hear constantly is, oh, God is all knowing and all loving, and here's how you suck every single day, and how you need to worship God every single day because of how much you suck, and you to be so thankful for all the grace and forgiveness that he offers you, even though he hates your guts but loves you entirely. Like, it's just, the mental gymnastics is immense, and I can't handle it. I don't know if I do have autism. I haven't been diagnosed of it, but considering that my coworker the other day, like, I think he has it too, and he noticed patterns of autism inside of me. I think that proves that I do. Same with ADHD, maybe. I don't know. Because, like, I can't stay focused very well. I really don't know how to read. My eyes just drift through the pages. Whenever I talk to someone, my eyes are darting all over the place. That's probably autism. But anyway, yeah, so I exploded on her, and then I also exploded on a bunch of my online friends too at the same day, a little earlier than that. And I got blocked from the only servers I was in. I'm not gonna name any names, but I'll tell you flat out, I'm sorry if I hurt you and if I didn't listen, but I'm making this video so you can understand my point of view. I'm still hurting right now, it's just not as bad. Truthfully, I've never been happy in my life. I don't know what the word means. All I really know is isolation and pain and being bullied and, you know, my opinion's not mattering to anybody whenever I speak up. That's what I'm used to, so this is why I try to keep quiet, because if I open my mouth, I make mistakes all the time. That's at least what I've been taught from other people anyway. So I believe that. I don't really like doctors or therapists either, so whenever people recommend that, I get really, really upset, because like they don't help. They go to school for it just so they can get a paycheck and ruin lives. That's really it. Yeah, you might be able to, perform open heart surgery, but here's 5 figures of money for you. I don't actually know for sure, but American healthcare is stupid. And it doesn't really work either. Regardless, what was I saying? Oh yeah, about my friends. Yeah, I'm sorry. I hope you can forgive me and welcome me back in, because I'm really alone without you. And I'm sorry that I yelled at you, because it's not at you. It's just I'm just venting. I didn't mean any offensive things. If you took anything that I said as that way, I don't know really what I say. Everything's a blur. Everything's been a blur since November. Still now, my mind is foggy and I just say things. Whenever it's something I'm passionate about, I talk fine. That might be another symptom of autism. I'm all over the place right now. My bad. I don't have no script or anything. I don't have a plan. I'm just talking like I do. I'm just really making this video so people can understand me more. What I need from people is, well, friends. I guess my coworkers, but my coworkers are really nice. I like them. They're really the only people I've known in my life that actually care about me and understand who I am and aren't homophobic. So I wish I had that in my family, but I don't. Regardless, for my friends, I just need patience and a calm attitude towards me. If I say anything brash, no, I don't mean it, because the next day, hell, maybe even the next hour, I'll forget what I just said. Because I do that all the time right now, and it's not fun. It hurts sitting on the floor right now. I have this thing charging. It hurts. Anyway, I would like to be welcomed back in, if that's okay. Please share my message so everyone knows how I am. I deleted all my art and some social medias too, because of that situation with my friends and my grandmother. because I don't feel like anybody. Because all I know is that I don't matter, really. Like, that's what I've learned from what people treat me as. And I'm not saying, like, my good friends. Obviously, good friends that I have don't do that, but negatives heavily outweigh positives, and I think that goes with anybody. And there's barely any positives to compare to all my negatives. Like, I can put all the positive things that's happened in my life in one hand, and then all the negative things in my life has been the 19 and a half years I've been alive. My half birthday was 2 days ago, by the way. Also, it's Valentine's Day. I wish I could be talking with my boyfriend, but he also has a lot of problems. Similar to mine, with, again, autism and parents being complete assholes to gay people. It's just so unprecedented, especially like in the time that we are now. Like, we were doing so well, and then we're now regressing, at least for America. Like, we are regressing so heavily. And I'm scared for my future the next 4 years. I don't know what I'm gonna do. I don't know if I'm even gonna survive. I don't know if I'll ever have a place for my own. Having an apartment is essentially like a paycheck, because I get paid basically like $600 a month or so, and rent's gonna be usually that or more. And I'm not prepared. I probably shouldn't have said that, but what, is that really gonna affect me? Probably not. Um, yeah, I don't know if I'll ever be where I want to be. I feel like I'm always gonna have to rely on someone that either I don't want to stay with, or someone that I wouldn't mind staying with, but after a while, I really don't want to be there anymore. Because that's my current situation right now. I don't want to be here. I don't feel comfortable here. I don't feel welcome. Even if she says all these things to me. Like, my brain just thinks, like, everything's a trick, and I treat everything as a double-edged sword. Because of my mom. The lack of what she did for me is just, it's so appalling. She'd rather just have guys that abuse her than raise a son. Why even have a child? Why have two children if you're not gonna raise either of them? Yeah, at least one of them's having a good life. It's not me, though. I miss my brother a lot. I miss him. Yeah. If anyone sees this, can you please write something nice in the comments? And if you're a friend of mine, can you say hi a little bit more often, please? It would really help. That's all. No, I'm done with this now. Thanks for listening. If you did, I appreciate it. I'm done now.